Disney and Lucasfilm finally released a new trailer for their upcoming epic Star Wars The Last Jedi. Is the Force strong with this trailer, or was it a trap to show us too much footage? Let's find out. First off, we see a question that in my opinion definitely needed to be answered, which was, how is the First Order going to safeguard their walkers so they don't fall over anymore? This may sound like a joke, but it makes sense, and we can see additions to the legs which look like they would stop the legs from just going all the way down if they were to fall. Although I do hope the Resistance try the concept again just for a throwback joke, just because it would be pretty amusing. We then see Rey training with Luke, and we see her crack the floor around them. I love Luke's reaction as he can just see the sheer power of Rey, and this brings out some fear inside of him. Luke even states that he has seen this type of power before, but it didn't scare him then, but it does now. This is in reference to Kylo Ren. This means that Luke is most likely going to be reluctant to train Rey in the ways of the Force. Will he come around by the end? Yeah, I mean, he probably will. He'll come around, probably around halfway through the movie, but he definitely is going to have his reclusions and his reluctancy to train a new Padawan. Following on from that, we see Kylo Ren smashing his helmet against a wall. This matches up with a shot we saw in the last trailer of Kylo's helmet smashed to smithereens. I like the fact that Ben is getting rid of his helmet, as it makes a lot more of a personal villain, which allows us to connect with him. Especially when we found out his identity in The Force Awakens, there is really no point to him wearing it anyway. The cat's kind of out of the bag. We know it's Ben Solo, and it's going to add a lot more of a personal connection to the villain, which I think is something that Star Wars has lacked. Moving on, we see a very intense looking scene where Kylo Ren is doing a trench run like movement on General Leia's Resistance ship. The trailer plays off to be as if Ben is on a course to kill his mother in order to eliminate all ties to his past, but I think this is definitely just a well edited scene for the trailer. Besides, I'm not sure if they'd kill Leia in this movie after what has happened with Carrie Fisher. She might die in this one, they might have reshot it, I don't know. I'm just not sure about this one. Furthermore, we see a long-awaited battle between Finn and Captain Phasma. This is what I was expecting in the first movie before they completely pushed Phasma aside. However, we are getting it now and it looks very exciting. This scene really just allows John Boyega to show his raw emotion within him, which I saw in Detroit, as he is going to feel a lot of anger towards this character. So now he is able to enact his revenge after years of being dictated by her. We also see a new creature from the planet of Crate. I always enjoy seeing new planets in a new Star Wars movie and then getting to see the creatures that inhabit those planets, and these look quite interesting. Will they play a part in the movie or this particular scene? Probably not, but it's just a nice thing to see Rian Johnson expanding the world and expanding its flora and fauna. Towards the end, we get our first proper look at Snoke. He is looking incredibly ancient, incredibly eerie, while also being extremely powerful. Plus, is it just me, or can you really see Andy Serkis in this character? I think maybe this technology is getting too good if I can actually see the actor. We can also see him in the background, and it tells us that he is perhaps human-sized, or maybe even smaller than regular humans, contradicting to the hologram we've seen in Star Wars The Force Awakens. Finally, we see Rey asking Ben Solo to help her find her place. Is this Rey turning to the dark side? Is this Kylo coming back to the light? This is very ambiguous and also probably a red herring. I think this could be Rey going to Kylo after being rejected by Luke while planning to try and turn him back to the light side in the process to join the fight against Snoke. But that's just my thoughts. Tell me what you think about this scene and how you interpret it in the comment section below. On the whole, this trailer was tremendous. It is genuinely a fantastic trailer. I get the chills every time I watch it, and I must have watched it about 30 times already. I am now officially hyped for this movie more than I ever was, and I have already booked my tickets for the day of release. I honestly believe this film could be one of the greatest Star Wars films we have ever seen in our lives.